Welcome back in, survivors and builders alike. Larry finished up a little bit of scavenging. It turned dark not long after we parted ways last time, so he did not get that much done, and I didn't feel like being out there when I couldn't see anything and I didn't have the area scouted very well, so we returned home without incident. I grabbed the peanut butter and the jam from the car. We may be eating that tonight, we'll see. Let's go ahead and get our fire started. And this is what we ended up with. So I managed to grab 4 dandelions, 2 handfuls of young leaves, a handful of young leaves, more leaves, a plant stalk, and some plant stalks. That is nothing. There's like no calories in that, if they're even going to be edible. Let's see what we can do. So cattle fodder is nothing I can eat. Cooked dandelion greens, I can eat that. 31 calories. Has hardly any satiety, so it's not going to fill you up. It is apparently not horrendous, at least it's not negative enjoyability. We're going to batch cook that, 4 of them. Use up that regular water. We will store our greatsword in our inventory. Wield and activate the progress. You activate. Yes. Store in inventory. Bird movement, ignore. All right, we're so gonna get jumped by something, thinking that it's gonna be those aphids. That's just gonna be just great, isn't it? Okay, so eat cooked dandelion greens. So that's 100. Oh, that's gonna annoy the crap out of me. Ignore. Okay, so 120 more calories, so we're at like 1,200 for the day, maybe? Maybe? All right, what else we have? We can make some vegetable broth with the plant stock. That's gonna be worth like nothing. Cooked plant stalks, yep, we'll do 3 of those. Ignore. Oh, that's gonna be so bad. I can already tell you. Okay, these are worth 25 calories each. Okay, ignore. And what else can we make? That's actually, frankly, better than I thought we were gonna have, if I'm being honest. Okay, we can make a protein shake. We can use the lemon. Okay. Let's do the snails first. Using normal water, ignore the smoke. Eat. Old hot. Is that cooked, or do I need to do another step? Yeah, cooked gastropods. 2 of them. Oh, that's gonna drive me absolutely insane. Eat. All right, well, there's another 30 calories. The leaves did nothing. Okay, well, that is what it is. We are sleepy, our awareness is wary, and we're very thirsty. Okay, let's make some herbal tea. We'll make 6 of it. We'll use up some more normal water. Pour into a container. We'll just do thermos, pour into container, thermos, and then we'll drink herbal tea. So 1 calorie and 44 quench, and actually 4 joy, so that's actually not terrible. Okay, we're hydrated and satiated, although a lot of that's just water in our stomach, frankly. Let's... Alcohol wipes, do we need to redo these? Yes. So we'll clean ourselves up with the alcohol wipes. Very poor to poor, sure. Sure. No improvement. Done. Now, can we make... We wanted to do... Yeah, makeshift bandages, and then we want to make sanitized ones. So for the makeshift ones, let's batch make... I can make up to 50 of these, huh? I have 55 I probably don't have the time to do that many. Let's do 20. How long do these take? 5 minutes. Okay, maybe not. Let's do 10. Oh, that's in total. Okay, that's not so bad then. That's really not bad. We'll just do 50 of them. All right, and then we're gonna run out of water here. But sanitized batch, I can do 9 of them. Do it. What to do with clean water? Pour into a container. Into a gallon jug. Interesting. So we ended up as a byproduct, we made clean water. I don't know if I would want to be drinking water that I boiled bandages in, but for the sake of this game, it's fine. Okay, so a makeshift bandage would take us from none to very poor. A sanitized one would take us from none to poor. So they are better. I mean, it is what it is. We'll do that on our torso and on our left arm. And then we'll use the makeshift bandages on everything else. Just to have something on them. We also get XP for doing first aid, so I can get some XP out of that, even if it's not stellar. Okay, it is 11:38. Now, yesterday we slept in too late. Do we want to try to do a little bit of reading before bed, though? How's my supplies? We have plenty of wood. All right, let's see if we can do just a little bit of reading. I would like to finish Dance, Dance, Dance if I can. So let's activate the MP3 player. Hopefully that'll drown out the interruption sounds. The reason I'm doing that is it makes you happy, which helps your focus. So that's why. And I'm choosing to do Dance, 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 A, because just getting a dodge skill is not a bad plan, but B, it's a fast read at 8 minutes a chapter, and C, it has fun +1. So at least I'm not making myself more miserable by reading it. We'll go till we read a level, but I may stop if we get to like 1 o'clock. Ignore the smoke. All right, we're done. Yes. Activate the MP3 player. Turn it off. Extinguish the fire. And we'll see if we can sleep here. Been pretty rough these last couple days. This is not where I would like to be sleeping. All right, we'll set an alarm. We'll try for 7 hours. We'll see. So that should be 8:20 if I actually wake up. Oh, you go sideways when you sleep. Oh, that's hilarious. I like that. It's a nice little touch. And then you're working with what you got. You feel a bit better rested from exertion. Okay. Boy, we are not healing like I would have wanted. We're also sleeping through all of our alarms. We're a heavy sleeper, so once I get to sleep, I think we're just sleeping through the... Yeah, it looks like you slept through your alarm. Yeah, I'm a heavy sleeper, so that's gonna be what it is. And we're also just not healing great. Now, there is a hidden stat called your health stat, and that's gonna be about like healthy diet, exercise, getting good amounts of sleep, etc., etc. We probably have an absolute crap health stat, so that's probably not helping us here in the slightest. All right, it's 10:30. That's not the worst. We are hungry, but we're still slaked. Okay, well, we got a bunch of stuff that I can't eat, basically. That is going to be garbage. All right, let's start the fire. We'll use the tinder. We'll craft food. I want to stay away from a lot of this like junk food stuff, but the protein shake. Let's batch do that for 3 times. Ignore the movement. Pour it into a container. We'll put it in thermos. Pour in a container. In a thermos. Eat. All right, how did this turn out? Okay, that made 6 helpings. Yikes. 60 calories each, so 5 of those would be 300. That's 360 calories. We used up our lemons, so they'll have a little bit of vitamin C in it at least. All right, well, easy in. All right, we have eaten through that. Chocolate bars, I'm gonna hold off. Just eating straight jam. All right, I'll have a bite of jam. Man, if we could get some bread. It is what it is, though. We have one protein powder left. Can I make one, or do we need to have some additives to that? Where's my food? We can. This one just doesn't have any fruit in it. All right, let's hold off on that. Let's make herbal tea batch 4. Ignore the smoke. Yeah, inhaling all the smoke isn't great for me either, I'm sure. Pour it in a container, thermos. Grab. Where is that thermos? Last jar. Herbal tea, right there. Okay, so what is on me at the moment? We have some plant fiber. I'm gonna just go throw that into the burn pile. Okay, I don't need to carry around the sponge and washboard. I think I'm gonna throw those in the car though. All right, let's there's smoke in that square. Okay, set down the book. Okay, let's set down most of the makeshift bandages. Yep. All right, let's dump these leaves. Whatever these are for, I don't have a recipe for them at the moment. Okay, so we have some extra alcohol wipes. We have some extra bandages, which apparently are in my tool belt. And my sanitizer in my pants. Okay, that's fine. We have a thermos that's in our backpack. I will take that with me. We'll bring some water. All right. No, man, that's smoke, man. All right, you extinguish. I would love to kill whatever that is that's making that noise, but I bet you it's below us. I bet you they've heard me clunking around and I've attracted them. All right, and here we're gonna drop the washboard and sponge. Yeah. I still have that MP3 player on me. That's fine. Okay, well, Okay, I see. It's making a note every time I drop my stuff, even if I pick them back up. So it's not auto-deleting them. I see, I see. That's a little annoying, but it also... I would be so worried about not doing that. I'm gonna need to think about that. I could unfavorite it, but man, if I drop it somewhere and then it doesn't note, I would be really sad. Is there a direct delete, or do I have to do it that way? Delete notes D. Yes. Delete, yes. All right, I just need to stay up on cleaning this up. I'll be fine. Okay, that's my vehicle. Okay, so food. Food is really a thing today. We have to find some calories. Are we gonna continue over here? I guess we will. Let me come in here. All right, 14 nails and 3 planks. Can I craft a nail board? A hefty plank of wood, the nails driven through it. One end looked nasty enough. It remains a very awkward weapon. It's not quite what I want. I want the trap. I don't know if that counts. Yeah, nailboard trap. This is what I was talking about a while back. Several pieces of wood nailed together with some nails sticking straight up. If an unsuspecting victim steps on it, they'll get nails through their foot. We need some hammering, we need some planks, and we need some nails. Done. We did it. Nail board trap is being held. All right, let's just bring that with us today. And we'll see if we can make a little bit of use out of that. All right, again, I'm gonna go via this route and see if we can see who's making that noise, but I think they're beneath us. Oh. They're in that. Oh. I bet you there's a staircase down in there. I thought they were outside. I don't dare try to hack that terminal at my skills to open that door to deal with them. Well, that's already made this place way more annoying than it was before. So there you go. We got that to look forward to. All right, we have our safe mode on. We have the tough zombie. Yeah, they're all going to be shuffled around here because of that gunfire. All right. Where you at, buddy? Pearl human. You're across the way. And the tough zombie is there. Okay. Where am I going to put this thing? I think I'm just going to hold it for this second. Come here, tough zombie. Zombie child. Headless zombie. Dude, that, it can be so funny how something very simple can make such a difference. Having them fall over is actually really informative to know what they do for movement. All right, we're gonna see if we can make this work. So activate nailboard trap there. All right, come here, buddy. And I probably should have already had this out. We'll wield our greatsword. Nope, you are stepping on this. I went through the effort of making it. No. Come on. There you go. Okay, it doesn't seem like he actually really hit it. Perfect. You send the decayed zombie recoiling for 33 damage. You will step on that. I could probably use a couple of them rather than just the single. There we go. Or, oh, I have my backpack on. Shoot. All right, that's all right. Telescoping umbrella. I mean, sure be nice not to get rained on. Do I care enough that I'm gonna do that? Probably not. All right, we have that in our backpack. Fine, let's clean up that. Zombie child sees me. Okay. Yep. I should have already done this. We need to drop our backpack here. We're going to be doing some clearing, it seems. And I think I'm going to drop the tool belt too. How we feeling today? 22 torso encumbrance. So we're not feeling great, is what it is. Yeah, break success modifier of 6.66. That is not stellar. What is on my torso? It's literally a hoodie and the football armor. The hoodie has 5 encumbrance. What is in that? I bet you I put something in it. Just some alcohol wipes. I'll tell you what. I think it's you and you. And then drop. Show an empty box now. Yep. All right. Did that help at all? 20, yeah. That box was causing me 2 encumbrance because it was in like the little hoodie pocket. All right, kiddo. Oh, my trap was in my backpack. All right, well, too late for that one. All right, so we got a kid and a fatty. And there's an aphid below me. Don't get cocky. Ow. Ow. How did you manage that? You managed to move and hit me there? I'm shocked at that. The kid's smoking already? Ugh. Kids. Yeah, when I can see that they go down, that is really handy for knowing when I can get another free whack in there. I think these are survivors of that car wreck. Well, not survivors, victims of that car wreck. Sleeveless long coat. At least some of them are. All right, so I got hit in the arm. It wasn't horrible. Let's alcohol wipe. Arm. And none of these other ones are that bad. Sanitized. Yes. Alright, I'm not gonna do any of the others. They like to rip bandages off a lot, so I'm not gonna bandage up fully if I'm gonna get in a ton of combat. Man, okay, so I see a downside with this trap thing. Alright, can I grab... I want this. Wield that, drop my sword. I want to at least try to get some use out of this. So we will set this, set it here. Drop the Nailborn. Actually, do I need to activate that? Place. I think I might have to activate it rather than drop it. All right, we got our sword back in our hand. We have that on the ground. All right, we have a headless zombie. I bet you that body over there is that cop. Man, he really drew them all in, too. Ugh. Alright. Boy, we are spotting just everybody. Alright, 2 regular zombies are interested. On the bright side, I guess, he did group them all up, so when I'm done, I guess. Alright, come on, guys. This way. This is rough, I will say. We really would like to find some food today. Oh. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh. Down in minor bleeding. What's the point of fighting? Our focus is getting low. Ooh, she sort of grabbed me. Cheeky little bugger. Oh, you know what? Chewing gum? Not against that. Nope. Nothing I'm interested in. Feral human spotted. Yes, we will stop. We will stop doing that. Yes. Aren't you cheeky? What kind of feral human are you? A pipe wielder. Are you a rock thrower? Oh, you're probably... Yeah, they're gonna be too smart to step on that stuff. We set him reeling for 38 damage, critical. You sweep him for 29 damage. Man, these are coming off, just as a reminder for anyone if we've forgotten, of my weapon. Techniques when wielded. Brutal strikes, stun 1 turn, knockback 1 tile when I crit. Requires 2 melee. And sweep attack, down for 2 turns, minimum 3 melee. These are not coming out of my brawling. That's underscore to bring this screen open. We are getting some stuff, the wind up, so when I wait and then they walk towards me, I get bonus to hit. Very nice, very, very nice. And then I think we're getting feints from here too. Yeah, three melee required, I have 3. So when I miss, it only takes half the time. Are we gaining any skill here? Yeah, we've gained 19 skill in melee since we started. 14 in cutting from the axe, and then 23 from bashing, which I'm pretty sure is coming from this greatsword. So I mean, we got some bonuses. Oh, that was beautiful. Beautiful. We were really struggling to hit those guys earlier. Baseball cap, panties, sports bra, USB. No, nothing I care. Smash. Hold on, what do you got? A glass pipe, some Mary, smash. Smash. Okay. Wait a second. Wait 20 seconds. I don't believe we took any hits there. I guess partially just because I have more HP doesn't mean I heal faster. So I think we had that wound, we gained more HP, and I wonder if it didn't like give some portion of that as like damaged, like pre-damaged. So maybe that's why that's taken so long. I need to remember that. No, don't step on my nail board trap. I need to remember that's where the nail board trap is. That'll be a little annoying trying to remember that. All right, we got rid of the furl. I think there's a tough zombie around. Okay, so the headless is not particularly of danger. All right, he sees me. Cool. Let's rumble, buddy. You know, would you come out the door quickly for us? Okay, couple. That's totally fine. Yeah, we can handle 2 or 3 of these at the moment as long as they're just regulars or low tier stuff. Nope, you have to stand on the bush. Those are the rules. I don't make them. Those are just the rules. Apparently zombies just really, ignore? Yeah. Apparently before the apocalypse, people just really got back into smoking. Right now, don't double hit. The fat zombies are a little bit extra slow, but they're not like incredibly slow. So, that's not gonna work. Boo. Okay. Are you like a smart zombie or something? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, just sit down. Mess with me like that. Okay, we're bleeding. He hit me in the head. We don't love that. Okay, we're both bleeding. He's down. Okay, he's dead. All right, we are going to drop the greatsword, and then we're going to pass time to put some pressure on that and stop the bleeding. We are going to use some hydrogen peroxide on the head. Nothing else needs it. And we'll put a sanitized. No, it's not that damaged. It wasn't a bad hit. It was just bleeding. Grab you, wield. Grumble, grumble. All right. Smash you with prejudice there. A multi-tool. Prescription for dextranopelphine. I don't know what that is. Let's read that one. What are you? I want to know what's inside of you. Hierarchy. Show contents. A prescription stimulant commonly prescribed for attention deficit disorder. It can be addictive if abused. Okay, I don't think I need any of that at the moment, so we're good. All right, that was a little annoying, but it is what it is. I'm curious how he managed to get that swing off. I did not think that I had given him any time. All right, anyone interested? We got a headless. Okay, the tough crawling is gonna be super slow. The tough is gonna be tough, and a headless that's almost dead. I would like to go over there and smash those things that the cop did take down before they can get back up, ideally. I don't care too much about the headless. Gotta be a little careful here. Okay, we've attracted that guy. Sure. Come on down, buddy. Probably... no. I was gonna say, we probably could push up on that fence. Let's not. Come on, you can figure it out, bud. There you go. All right, we don't have any easy terrain. 26 damage, he's down. We batter him for 20 more, and he's dead. Man, being able to see when they fall down is nice. That's really nice. All right, nothing I care about. Smash him. Wait 20 seconds. All right, let's get rid of this headless guy so he stops causing me. Now, these are actually, weirdly enough, very dangerous because I don't want to step up next to him and get hit. I believe last time we did one of these guys, we did. All right. I don't love it, but we're going to eat 3 peppermint patties because I am hungry. All right. Headless zombie to the north. Where'd that tough go, though? There he is. Also to the north. Okay. It doesn't look the same, though. Is that the same guy? Crawling zombie. Okay, Tough has seen me. Yeah, come on down, buddy. This is a good spot for me to engage you. Okay, he is down. The reason this is a good spot, move cost is 200 for this window frame. So it's gonna take him forever to do stuff. You send the zombie reeling for 29 damage and hit it in the arm. Critical. He is downed, stunned, and has minor bleeding. Oh, also another little pro tip. Tab is pass time or swing if there's something in melee that you can reach. So you can make really good use of passing time without the oops that sometimes happens when you're just hitting 5 to pass time. All right, there's a beer here. I'm gonna grab that. We may drink that for the calories. Look, I'm only drinking it because it's for the calories. Okay, done and done. Headless zombie, where are you at? Up that way. 2 headless zombies and a crawler. Okay, none of you worry me. What else are we gonna get? It's the problem. Okay, same people. Okay, again, these can actually be really dangerous. I don't want to step up. I want him to come to me. Cool. And then once we've got his attention, he can kind of stumble after me. Handheld game system. I mean, as cool as it would be. Yes, okay. He's throwing rocks. All right, it's gonna be like that, is it? You send the feral human reeling for 33 damage. Critical. He's throwing more rocks. You sweep him for 23 damage, hit him in the arm. He struggles to stand, he climbs up. He only has minor bleeding. 24 damage and dead. Yeah, these are so dangerous. Rocks are deadly weapons, just in case anyone was confused about that. Throwing a rock at somebody, you're attempting to kill them. And so him throwing rocks is very dangerous, and they're pretty good at it because they're so close range. I would be very worried about throwing rocks that close because I'd be worried they'd get to me during the throw. But the AI doesn't care about that. So they have a carving knife, a butane lighter, nothing I care about. Smash, smash. I do like also that it actually drops the rocks they're throwing at me. It's not like they have magic ammo. Although I do think they might have unlimited amounts in their bag. At least when they throw them, they become real. All right, come here, buddy. 2 others. Okay, it's fine. These guys can be a little annoying. You gotta be careful. They like to gnaw on your legs. Flyer and a pocket knife. Don't care. Okay, we got a zombie to the north of us, and then we got a guy on the street. Let's go take out the guy on the street. I'm just trying to clear out warnings, frankly. Just the headless directly north of me. Another headless, no, a tough. 60 away. All right, if we attract him, we attract him. A decaying zombie. Okay, that place looks pretty beat up. All right, I think we're aborting that plan. I think I'm out on that one. All right, what about clearing on this side? I'm just trying to be very patient. A hazmat zombie. This zombie's completely encased in protective suit that apparently failed to protect it from whatever the infection is. At least it can't bite you from inside the suit. And a normal zombie to my north. Okay, let's go to the north. Can I get you to follow me down? That one hasn't seen me yet. Okay, we have a feral human and a zombie. All right, come on, boys. 24 away. I'm just bringing him away from where we're going to attract other things if things go sideways. He's going to be a rock thrower, I bet. I can already tell. Can I? Swept for 24 damage. Bomp, bomp. Achievement complete. Complete year 1. 100 monsters killed. There you go. A smartphone, a leather belt. Yeah, stop. All right. Heed warnings. Those warnings exist for a reason. Ow. Your hoodie is cut. You got some filth on your right arm. But we don't like filth. Calcium tablet. We have not had one of those today. Eat that. Smash. Smash. Okay, and hydrogen peroxide. Pour to pour, very pour to pour. Okay. None of those I need to do. Sanitized. No, none of those need it. Alright, did I smash you? If I didn't, you're dead now. Okay, I think I've cleared out at least enough. Yeah, that hazmat. Okay, are you the cop? Berserk cop. Step 1, we've learned that you resurrect, so you're gonna get got. So let's unload the Glock. Did I actually do that? Unload the Glock. And then drop the Glock. Why do I feel like that magazine didn't pop? That's fine. I don't have enough bullets for that to matter. Alright, anything else on you I want? I want the bullets so that I can go, Oh, I see what happened. I had my Glock on me. I thought we put that away. So if we reload... Hold on, back away from that. Reload. No, okay, we didn't. Alright, I see. I'm pretty sure I put that back at home because we only had one bullet. Okay, I see. That's in a holster. Got it. Apparently they reholstered it before they died. Something in there. Steel code sneakers. No. All right, what is in that? You. Show contents. Medical gloves, a tourniquet, bandage. All right, so we're gonna drop most of that. No, we're gonna unload the kit. We're gonna drop the kit, the gloves, and the tourniquet. So we got a bandage and we got 3 adhesive patches. I will take those. Okay, that's a corpse. Nothing I want. Yeah, I wanted to push up on this and make sure that we smash these since the police officer died taking them out. Some fluorextine. Okay. You show me common popular antidepressant. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get ourselves hooked on antidepressants at the moment. No, thank you. All right, zombie to my west. We lost the hazmat. A skeletal zombie. A monstrous overgrowth of ossified tissue has replaced the zombie's rotting skin with organic armor of dense bone. Pus seeps from the joints as it shambles aimlessly. Its sickling, crackling sounds filling the air. So don't think this is like a I rotted away skeleton. They actually have like grown an exoskeleton. Luckily I think bash damage is good against something like that. So if we have to fight it, we can. I'm not interested in fighting it though. All right, let's go get our bag. All right, so I want my backpack. I want my tool belt. I want to delete that note. Yes. All right, we just need to stay on top of that. All right, now we have looted, I'm pretty certain, quite well. So I just didn't, or did I? I want to make sure I'm checking these off as done. Boy, this is quite the battlefield over here. Alright, please have some food. I've spent almost all day working on this place. Okay, we have a basement. That could be spicy. Okay, nothing over there. Okay, bathroom. Soap. Hydrogen peroxide. I'll take that. Boy, just nothing. Right, I'm gonna close that door just to limit something like getting in here and then like surprising me. Hammer, flashlight, not edibles. Can opener, a whisk. All right, the mortar and pestle. I'll grab one. That's not a bad tool to have. Frying pans. None of this is edible. None of that's edible. Pepper, some sprinkles. All right, here we're gonna activate our flashlight. We're gonna peek down. Okay, that's at least clear. We're gonna activate our flashlight and go down. Really? Okay, there's an empty water heater. We could store water in there, like it said, but you could start fires in the furnace too. I'm not sure that's a good idea, but it is something you can do. All right, we don't know that this is clean. Okay, nothing seems to be in here. Pencil, stick, long stick, post. Pencil, planks, sheets, planks. Oh, killing me, Smalls. 5-liter glass jar tin. That'd be good if I was canning. A lawnmower. Some more super glue. Weird that we have so many lawnmowers in the basement. I don't know about you guys, but I don't store my lawnmower in the basement. Alright. I mean, I will put a note here. Blue. Canning jars, basement. Those could be really valuable, like we could like can meat or something if we got a kill. Food preservation becomes important, but I'm not carrying around tin jars that do nothing for me right now. All right, and I'm gonna have to chance this. Can I get in here without breaking something? Maybe. Zombie dog. Nope, not interested. Not today when my torso is still at half HP. 2 zombies. Far enough away. Can I... Okay, there's nothing I can do without smashing that. This is where our crowbar would be nice. I'm doing it. Alright, smash it. Clean broken glass right there. Grab. Take the long strings. Alright. Oh, they've got cabinets that you can't get through. Weird. Weird design. Okay, a bunch of seasonings, including salt. Alright, let's grab some salt. That might be something we could cook something with. None of that is food. Kettle. Man. Sponge. Casserole pot. Tumbler. Nothing in there is something I can eat. The prop builder's mold and casting. What is that? Makeshift vacuum mold. Maybe. Baker's Companion, that's probably pretty good. Have I read that before? I have not. Okay, see, here's a proper fireplace that we wouldn't get smoke in our face constantly if we had one of those. Jeans and a t-shirt. Our hoodie did get ripped. We'll have to see about maybe repairing that. Alright, I need to find out dental floss. If I take that apart, do I still get thread? That used to be a great source of thread. Soap. Collapsible mop. A booty hat. Alright, that's gonna be a door outside. Let's peek through the curtains. Oh yeah, this is spicy. Corpse of a zombie. Alright, something down people here, but they're not smashed. We have a soldier. Soldier will probably kill me. I don't think we're going to beat a soldier. We would need really good circumstances. Another skeleton or a skeleton. Hazmat, a dog. I mean, at least the numbers aren't completely overwhelming, but that's not looking good. Alright, that's a problem. Has he seen me? He has. Alright, he's gonna go into that room by smashing the window. Faux fur, a unitard, some heals. No, not particularly useful there. We have not been over there. They've barricaded that room. Weirdly. Bikini top, patchwork scarf, a sheath. Grab that. It's not going to fit my greatsword, but might be have you other uses. Let's open another window. Give myself another way in here. Yeah, that's it. That is rough. That is incredibly rough. I don't think we can go any further west on that street. That's too much. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark that house off. I think this one's our next hope. Have we been in that one? No, it's just another sealed off place. Okay. Yeah. I don't like making that noise, but we got to get in here, and I'm not bashing down a door. Now, this place was sealed. Was there someone in here? No, apparently. Okay, a lot of clothing. Tank top, long underwear. No, nothing I'm excited about. Cloth patch. Aluminum can of orange soda. Eat orange soda. Oil. Some speed. There you go. Automotive tech review. All right. I will. Yeah, we haven't read that. That might be mechanics if I had to guess. Fingers, wool gloves, and a television. Computer. Anti-parasitic drug. Sure. All right, and then let's just unlock that door. Dental floss. Okay, again, I'm gonna check that. If I can take those apart. Bathroom scale, toilet paper, water. Okay. I mentioned this before, but let's move that scale. Activate scale. 240 pounds. So we lost 3 pounds already during this playthrough. Take that long. All right. Can I want to know if I can take apart the floss. Dental floss. Disassemble. $25 thread and a plastic chunk. That is all stuff I need. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna declare that house done though. Next, I suppose. No, don't step in the rose bush. I think tomorrow we might need to relocate. That's gonna really suck. Give me my great sword. Wield it. Man, they had all kinds of rose bushes around their place. Alright, what is the odds of getting into that place? Headless zombie, I don't care. Now we know there were 2 tufts to the north of that building. I'm leery about attracting their attention. Another lawnmower. Oh, of course you are. Alright, this place is labeled as a residential. Okay, I should be able to do this. I need to take this guy out. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Ah, come on, come on. I don't want to walk up and take a free hit. I really don't. Alright, sucks. Alright. He grabbed me but didn't get to do anything. Caffeinated chewing gum. He's got a lighter. Don't care. Well, what is my lighter? Mini lighter is at 21 out of 50 and it uses butane. It's fine. You can always find more. Okay, the doors are weirdly locked. Okay, let's actually go to crouch and see. Okay, that's all across the street. Then peek. All right, what do we got? Aha. It's a regular zombie. I don't think he actually saw me. I think it's just saying that because he would see me if I was in that. Just go to regular walk. Hopefully he didn't. There's an upstairs. 40 to the north. Okay. That sucks. A SWAT zombie. That again would be a possible run-ender. Okay, don't dare open that. That's probably an outside door. Thread, I'll take it. Actually, I'll take the long string. Never can have enough string and thread. All right, I don't think I can get to over there to close those. What do we got? From the west. Okay, that guy did see me. 16 tiles. Yeah, he did. You jerk. What I want to know is there any food in here? Yep. I'll deal with you in a second, buddy. You just hang tight. Nothing. Wow. Okay. All right. We do need to deal with him. Come on. Oh, you brought a friend too? Okay, this kind of has a lot I want to keep searching. All right. We're going to have to do this. All right, we're dropping. Come here, buddy. Come on. I got to be very careful. Not a little careful. I got to be very careful. Okay. What did you hit me? In the arm again. Both on disaffected arm, left arm. They're really working that left arm on me. Oh, that's so good. Alright, don't care about any of that. Don't care about any of that. Alright, since we've already disarmed, my flashlight is on my helmet. Corpse of a zombie crawler. This is a pretty big basement. Alright, I'm gonna chance that. Smash. Smash there. Yes. Alright, zombie cop spotted. Alright, I'm going to go into run. Okay, not worth my time. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Wait, did you get up? You sit down. Yes. We saw a zombie child somewhere. Nope. Nope, we're out of that. Nope. Wait until we catch our breath. Alright. That's unfortunate. Alright, we also have this peak. Nothing immediately there. Peak. Okay, we do need to remember that they can see me outside. Let's go into crouch. Let's try. Okay, that unfortunately is not going to be perfect. Zombie dog. Okay, that's way away on the street. Yeah, this city is just too dang big. We're just gonna continually have problems. There's just too many. Okay. That was a bit of a dud. Guns and ammo, which we already have a copy of. From the west and below, we hear glass break. Taking a normal walk. If we had to, we could jump off the roof here. Aluminum can, lemon lime soda. We're drinking it. Yeah, we are not doing great on that. Deca Uno. Vacuum sealer instructions. I'll read these quick. So what do we have here? Okay, vacuum sealer instructions. I don't think we need that. Augmentative tech review. We need 4 electronics to be able to understand. All right, well, we'll keep that. All right, how spicy is this going to be? What's down here? We don't know. And I don't think I want to know. Yep. All right. No, don't step in the rose bush. Man, I feel like that was a bit of a bust. We are going to have to relocate. There's just no food here. That's unfortunate. Despite the noise in the basement, this has been a pretty good place. Lots of fencing around, so less things that are going to stumble into me. We already have it pre-cleared, so we're good there. But there's no food. At least nothing I can get into. We could cross the open area and do that town over here. We also might have to just start night raiding. Very dangerous, but we may not have any choice. What time is it? It's 1 p.m. So I think that's going to be the plan. Tomorrow we will head over here. If I remember right, we honked the horn a bunch over here. So they should have mostly been drugged to the side, but they may not all be. And then maybe we could get into some of these edges. I don't like open fields. Open fields are death, but we don't have a lot of choice. We could get on the road with our vehicle. Where would we go? That's a bunch of dead ends. I guess we did see the edge of another city over here. That has the benefit of there's a stream. A billboard. Oh, nope. That's why we left that area. There's Migos over there. So that's out. We could make it all the way back to the freeway. But we'd have to go a long ways around. And then that's another big town. Yeah. So I think our next best bet's going to be here. And hoping that we can find some food. Because we are going to be more and more hungry as we go. We also have a little bit of pain. We're going to drop off what we got here. Although maybe I should start dropping things into the car. Because I think we are going to be moving sooner rather than later. We'll take in ibuprofen. I think the rest of it is okay. All right, that's gonna have to be it here. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of thinking about the next step. We have an awful long ways to backtrack if we go the other way, but there's no way I'm driving our vehicle through town. We're just gonna get ourselves killed. So I think we're gonna have to back out, maybe head back down to the highway and see if we can maybe make some distance there or something. Hopefully this was informative for you. We're starting to see the desperation set in though. We're surviving, but the food's gonna become a problem. We have maybe 1,000 calories in the car, maybe. That's not gonna do us for that long. It's gonna become more and more of an issue. All right, well, if you want to wish Larry luck, a like on the video is a great way to do that. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. I'd love to have you back. If you want to support the channel, you can always join me when I'm live for a super chat. Leave a super thanks on a video or VOD. Consider checking out the Patreon linked in the channel info. All right, builders, I will catch you in the next one. Babel and Larry out.